Alright, what up, what up? It's your boy Mike, back again, the lunchtime vibes. With me today, I've got my man Ed, and we've got a guest. Introduce yourself, bro.
You can call me Andy if you ever see me.
Yeah.
You probably won't.
Hi Andy, man. Tell us where you from, what you do.
I will if you hand me the chips.
Where are your chips? Chips right there, man. Right there.
There's this guy eating my chips, innit?
Alright, man.
I work at Tesco's. I'm from Azerbaijan. I think that's what you want to know.
Where's that?
Yeah.
For the people who don't know, obviously I know where it is.
Well, if people are watching, they probably have access to internet as well, so they can quickly Google.
But we've got you here, man. Tell us where it is. What does it border?
Caucasia. It is in that region, yeah. So
yeah, when you told me that, I was like, what?
Next to Georgia and another wonderful country called Armenia. Next to Iran as well, just a bit north of it, I think.
And were you born there?
Yeah, I left the country when I was 7.
Okay.
Was here for 2.5 years, and then I was deported back to Azerbaijan. Yeah, from here, Glasgow, from Kingsway.
So you came when you were 7.
Yeah.
Then how long did you stay in Glasgow?
2.5 years, I think.
2.5 years. Yeah.
You were deported.
And I was deported. Yeah.
When you
Maybe
came back,
3 years. Almost 3 years. I was deported for like 7 to 9 months.
Okay.
You know, I don't have the actual paperwork.
I
I'm going off my
understand.
memory here.
I'm with you.
Yeah, while I was there, my mom, she thought it'd be nice that if I see an English teacher, someone that can teach me English, so I don't forget the language, you know, the bit of experience that I have over here.
Intelligent woman.
Yeah, my mom was a teacher herself, you know. She went to uni like twice, you know, got like a couple of degrees. I'm the only. It doesn't matter, anyways. So I'm seeing this English teacher, and she says, "All right, so I'll get a book, and you read a chapter, come back, tell me what the chapter's about."
All right.
My mum used to make me memorize that stuff.
And that's how you came to learn English?
Yeah, man.
Okay, and when did you come back? Oh, you said a couple of months later, did you?
Like a few in it, so maybe like 8, 9 months.
When you came back, what was your thought process? What was going on at that time when you came back?
Where are all my friends I made? So from the West End, we moved to Royston, and I had to make new friends. You know, I still think about those guys.
How were you at making friends?
I have friends.
But how are you at making friends? Obviously, it was disheartening to. Because did you see the same friends?
No,
Oh, you had to make new friends.
I had to make new friends. Yeah.
So how was that experience? Is it easy for you to make friends? Are you a likable guy? Do you think you're a likable guy? Are you a likable guy?
I think I'm a likable guy, but that's because of the metrics of my face or something like that. People look at me and think, oh, he must be a nice guy. He seems genuine, so they try to get themselves around me.
Is that right?
Possibly. That's
Like you can look at a person and be like, oh, that guy's a nice guy.
I don't.
Like he looks like a good guy.
People do that. I don't think it's true though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So conversely, you'd say that when you look at another guy, you think, oh, that person's a bad guy.
I could have that thought, but I don't follow it along like everybody else does. I'd say, innit? Because I know people will, because people approach me and they try to keep like in this other PT class, you know, I'm trying to keep myself to myself because I'm not there to like socialize or get to know anybody's names. I'm there to exercise, you know, and really just sweat. Keep asking me if I want to lift. Like, I'm good running, mate. You know what I mean? Keep spudding me after every workout. Well done. Like, yo, man, it's fine. I'm not really. The friends I have are the ones I've had since school, innit?
School days, yeah.
Yeah, like this guy over here, innit? You know, or like I've got another friend, Abdullah, you know.
Right.
So I made a friend through a friend, you know. But it's not like I'll go out my way. Like I know you through him as well, through Eddie, right?
Right.
You know what I mean?
We're gonna be friends.
Yeah, man. I need to stop saying that. It's a new thing.
What?
Yeah, man.
You know what? I think once you start talking, you realize you're a good guy, you know?
I realize.
But
Yeah.
My point is that people are looking at other people, right, and saying, I'm making their own preconceived notions that, oh yeah, this guy is a good guy,
Right.
just because of what they see.
The metrics of the face, maybe it looks like their father, the way the eyebrows or the eyes are distanced, or maybe whatever in it. Just little things that, maybe a voice.
Because I'll tell you how I deal with this people I don't know. I treat everybody as though they're a good person. Everybody across the board is a good person. Then it's up to them to prove to me otherwise. Right? So I have no judgment.
Give you the benefit of the doubt.
Everybody,
says, yeah.
everybody gets it.
Yeah.
Because I don't care about your history, blah, blah, blah. I'm talking about now. Who are you now? Because it doesn't really matter what happened, who you were in the past. Okay, who gives a shit?
You know, that
Who are you now?
Seems morally right. It seems righteous to be that way.
It's the way. It's the most conducive way of meeting more people. You know, that you wouldn't have met if you just thought to yourself, you know, everybody's a good person. I'm gonna meet them. Then they can prove to me otherwise. Isn't it? Because if you walk up to somebody and you think, oh, that person's a bad person, or you think they have bad intentions, when it's not the case, then you just missed out on an opportunity to meet a person who could probably, you could be lifelong friends. They could help you in some situation, give you information that you never knew. True. This is my opinion.
It's very true. It's not. I don't think it's an opinion. It's true. I just don't like it. You know.
Why?
Because you leave yourself vulnerable. You're taking risks. Yeah. Those aren't the risks I want to take.
Why isn't it? Why isn't it the risk you want to take?
Because I don't like tossing and turning at night, thinking about what I could have said or should have said.
So, what's that like? You keep thinking about stuff that what you should have said?
No, I think about nothing because I keep myself. You know, like whatever, man. I'm kind of closed in that way, innit?
But you don't want to give people the benefit of the doubt of them being a good person.
You know, they're probably not.
Who?
Whoever.
Yeah, so they're probably not.
Probably not, yeah.
And why is that?
Just like, you know, them thinking I probably am, you know, they'll be making a mistake too. In the same sense. But maybe they're not. They'll never know. But they'll be wasting their time in that sense. I don't know, man. Flipping heck. Trying to articulate it better.
See my issue with that is it's the reason you think like that, or the reason like people would think that is they've had past experiences where they've trusted somebody like out the gate and
Right.
they've been hurt, they have been burned. Follow me?
Yes.
And so they go through their life with this almost awareness, you know what I mean, hypersensitivity
Can I swear over
to
here?
other people. Yeah, man, you can say
Yeah.
whatever the fuck you want.
Hey, okay, cool. Well, speaking of fuck, right? One thing I learned a few days ago, maybe a week ago, I don't know when was the last time we had a nice conversation, is the only reason you get fucked is because you've bent over. You know? And I feel like, you know, these social situations, they're bending.
You said the only reason you get fucked is because you bent over.
Right, yeah, they're bending over situations, you know?
Alright, man, speak on that, man.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, but I want you to, elaborate on that.
How? You know, you give
Basically,
somebody
the
that
way you
trust
get
in it.
treated, you let people treat you like that.
Yeah.
It's not because how you let people treat you like that.
But if I remain closed, maybe you'll close too, and then maybe they will just be okay. We'll just be two closed people in the same room.
And
we'll
is
be
that good?
exercising. You know, if you have goals that are set and that's what your mind is on, then whether that's good or not is not even shouldn't even be a question, because you're not there for it to be good or not good. You're there to complete your goals, to complete your mission, whatever task you've set in mind. You know. So I look past all those social environments, all those social situations, because I said.
Give me a for instance. Give me a for instance of what you're talking about.
Well, for instance, that the other PT in it, that I'm not enjoying the social games where if you bump into someone, you have to tell them your name, and I step outside. and he tried to point that out, and he was like, "What you doing? You thinking too cool for school?" But he knows I'm socially awkward, so he said no more.
Hold
after
on,
that,
sorry
so
to
he
cut you
left
off, but when I met you, I asked for your name, and you told me your name.
Well, if you ask for my name, I'm gonna tell you my name, innit? But if you bump into me, I have to tell you my name. What I'm gonna do is fucking step out, so that we don't bump into each other, innit? And plus, I trust Eddie here, and he said you guys are really close friends, you know, like, so I thought I trust his judgment, you know, because he makes, what's the word for it? He'll speak the truth, innit? You know, he'll be able to point that out. But he's a friend from school, man.
So the reason, so obviously that's another thing where a friend of a friend is your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be a friend of a friend. Could be a friend.
But that's the logic.
That's the only way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the logic that you're going with.
That's the only way. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm really.
And how has that worked out for you?
Well, whether it works out or not, I don't know. It's not something I concentrate on, and I've got tasks in mind, and I'm there to complete them, you know.
All right, cool. You've got tasks in mind. You keep telling us, right?
Well, yeah.
Now,
because if I focus on that,
right?
that doesn't.
If you stretch out and start actually being proactive in meeting new people, they might help you achieve these tasks that you want to do, that you want to achieve.
That's very true, man. Maybe even more.
Maybe even more. Maybe even more. Eddie, what do you think, man? What's your thoughts on this, man?
He's just one of these people that, like I just said a few seconds ago, he likes to make friends, true friends. He's not the guy who's gonna meet somebody like on the street or the gym. You get it? The PT does and have, I don't know, a class, you say, didn't it?
Well, yeah, it's like a group section, you know.
Excuse me, yeah. So he has a class. He just goes and do his stuff, innit?
So everybody you've met is through somebody else?
Yeah, pretty much.
You've never been like working out and...
I met some guy, now we're still in touch. I still know the guy, we're still talking, telling me about his issues now, man.
Because that's how Eddie and I became friends.
That's how, yeah. Through boxing, innit?
Yeah.
Boxing, innit?
Yeah.
Gym.
We're doing boxing and we were like, yo, you box, I box. Alright, cool, let's start training.
Bugs.
We just started training.
That's mad.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if we didn't do that because we thought like, nah, I don't know him through somebody else.
Yeah.
Man. Who knows, our lives could have been a whole lot different.
Well, you both made a good judgment call. And maybe, just maybe.
How many maybes?
One more, maybe. you trust your own judgment, and that's why you go with it. You know, you're like, hey, I'm not an idiot. I know I can tell this guy's alright. He's cool, man. Yo, what's up? I can't tell. I don't know. I can't read people.
But here's this is my point. I have no judgment.
All right, like you said, then
across the board, no one is
until you cross me.
No, exactly. You know what I mean? No one is a bad person outright. I don't know you. You don't know me. So there's no reason for me to have any animosity against you. You with me?
I'm with you, yeah. You know, I heard the story. You don't have to believe it or not.
God damn, man! Never start a story like that. You don't even believe it or not.
Well, I have to. This one.
Is it crazy?
Particularly this one. No, it's not. It's biblical. And I think it was like 10 lepers, right? And they'd approached Christ, and they were like, blah, 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 blah. And he says, yeah, no problem. I don't know what he said, actually. I've got no idea what he said. He healed all these people. He didn't heal them, actually. He says, you know what? Walk to the gate. Just walk that way. And as they got there, they looked and they were all healed, innit? But he also told them, just go to the churches or the Sunday, whatever they were doing, or wherever they do their worship. He says, go there and tell the priests what happened. And 10 of them continued walking. One turned around and said, thank you. And I think that speaks about the kind of people that are around today. And, cheers, bro. I think when you're talking to people, you're talking to the 9. And you'd be very fortunate to bump into someone.
And out of those lepers, who are you? Are you the 1 or are you the 9?
Probably the 9. I tried to be a 1. You know, because something you have to work on, innit? You know, maybe even that guy that turned around and said thank you, it wasn't in him. He
was thankful.
It was just.
He was thankful. He got healed.
What were the other 9 then? I'm sure they were all thankful, but they were just great on the way in. But the other one remembered.
They were happy. They were happy that they were healed.
Mm-hmm.
But were they grateful? No.
No.
A lot of people are like that. You're gonna do a lot of shit for a lot of people, and they're not gonna be grateful. Cool.
Yeah. So I'm at work. I work at. Did I say where I work? Yeah. Shit. Anyway, I work at Tesco's, and I see a lot of people that need help with whatever they're doing in it. It could be from here to there to this and that.
Are these your work colleagues?
No, these are people that are doing their shopping.
Shopping, yeah.
And when I see somebody that needs help, but they're not asking for it and they're helping themselves, I'm moved to help them. You know? But when I see somebody that needs help and they don't even try, immediately look for help, most likely I offer them a little bit of attitude. I'm not very polite with their helping, and I'll let them know that this was uncomfortable for me. I didn't even want to be here to help you.
Hold on. Explain that again.
If they're 90, if they're 80.
Explain that again.
60. So if they're looking for help and they haven't even tried to help themselves, I will help them because I have to.
Okay.
Not because I want to. Maybe
Okay.
I should just said it like that. Yeah.
Okay.
You know? That's how
and that's how you see it.
That's how I see it.
But you're getting paid, so it doesn't matter how you feel.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, but whether it matters or not, I still feel.
Yeah, but you get paid. You're not there voluntarily.
Yeah.
It's nothing about that. You're there to do a job.
Right.
No one cares if you want to help them or not. It's your job.
Oh, they'll care once.
Do your job. That's it.
Once they've been done. Once I've dealt with them, they usually express their like discomfort with me, and I'm glad they do, because that means they understood what happened here. I wanted you to help yourself first before I stepped in, and you didn't. You know.
Well, what do you mean they had to help themselves first?
What do you mean, like put the groceries in the bag or what?
Immediately, let's say, you know the self-scan machines, and you scan it yourself. Or you come in and you're like, oh, I don't know how to do it. Can you do it for me? You know, and if it's an old lady, and I see she's trying to do it and it's not working out, I'll step in, I'll help her in it. Okay. Immediately. But if somebody comes in like that and I'll step in and say, would you like someone to scan all of it for you? And they say yes. Cool. Checkouts are right there. You know, send them off. And they'll stumble on their way there, because
it sounds like you don't want to work.
I do want to work.
No,
I
because
work all day. I got nothing but sweat and blood.
It doesn't, but it sounds like you don't want to work. Why? Because a person came straight to you. A person came straight to you. Hear me out.
Yeah.
Straight to you because she already knows that they can't operate the machine.
Right.
They don't need to be there and fumble about, waste time, and then that's when you walk in. They know they can't do it.
Yeah.
So they come into you and be like, listen, hey, Andy. It says on your name tag, Andy.
Right, yeah.
I'm going to need your help. I can't do this.
Right now.
Can you scan it?
See, now that's a good attitude. I'll deal with that. That's not what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
There's that, they could have just went there already and have somebody do it for them, but they'd rather come over here, take a shortcut, and have somebody else, I guess, do their job in it. Yeah.
But it's your job.
It is my job.
Your job?
It is not 100%. It is my job. But when I see a dick, I point it out, and I don't do it with my fingers.
Alright, cool, but don't take it personally.
No, I don't take it personally. But
allow it then.
They will when I point my fingers.
What do you mean?
Well, I say you're a bit of a dick. You know, you could have just done it yourself, or you could have just went to the checkouts where somebody's paid to do precisely that. You know, that's I don't know, man. I'm just
It doesn't matter.
I don't feel like I want to help most of the time. I don't feel like that.
Why? When you're getting paid to do that?
Well, that's precisely what I do, though, innit? But regardless of what I'm being paid, I still feel.
I understand, but your feelings are not in consideration here.
Fair enough, innit? Well, this is why I still do what I'm paid to do.
The feelings don't matter in this situation.
Of course.
You're getting paid whatever you get paid, right?
Well, I understand that, which is why I still continue with my job, innit?
So you need to go there and do the best job you can.
I do the job I need to do.
You do and that's what you're getting paid. That's what you're getting paid. What you're getting paid.
Right, but when I do the best I can, that's when I read a person the best that I can, and I feel like I think you've earned more than I can give you. I'll try harder than I can.
What is this? What is this exchange? Because everything from you, it's coming like it's very.
It's not an exchange. It's if I feel like.
It is an exchange. It is an emotional exchange you're having with this person.
Maybe.
It is an emotional exchange.
Maybe so.
Because the way this person has approached you, you feel some type of way about it. So, what you're going to do is act some type of way because of how they treated you. Why?
No, they didn't treat me. I just don't like the fact they come in with their orange fingers. You know what I mean?
So what?
With their junky leg, innit? You
so
know what I mean?
Bro? So
and
what,
they're immediately asking for help. Oh, I want to do this for us. I don't know how to do it.
Do it.
I'm like, well, you do know how to do it. There's the barcode. Scan it. Boom, boom.
Do it, man.
Right.
Do it.
Now, this is what I see. People walking into systems and taking advantage of it because it's there for them. That's not good for them. Not good for them at all. And maybe if you care for them,
you're taking it.
Tough love is probably the best love you can get, even.
But you're taking advantage of the system as well. They were hiring, and you went in and took the job.
Right.
You get paid to do that job. That is in your job description. If
Right.
somebody asks for help, you're meant to give. You're obliged to help them.
Well, I do. Yeah. They get exactly that. They get as good as my colleagues give, as well. But if I read somebody that I feel is genuine, I'll do more than I should.
And how good of the how
I'll pick their things up. I'll pack it. I'll take it to their car. You know. Many
and this
times,
reading, how has it served you?
How has it served me?
Yeah, is it?
I don't want to work there anymore.
Of course you don't want to work there, man. You're disengaged.
Yeah, well, I'm afraid so, man.
Of course.
I'm definitely disengaged.
That's why you don't want to help customers. I'm like, it's your job. But you're disengaged. You don't want to work there no more.
No, if it was my own business, I'd tell them to leave.
So what's happened, right, is that you're still working there, but you have quit.
Mentally, I've gave up.
You're out, man. You checked out.
My bosses know that I don't care either. I've told them I'm leaving. I've told them where I'm going. I've told them how long I'll be here for. So
So what?
Just insert more negative words, like the same line that as I've been saying it. I've listened to myself as I've talked in it. I should probably talk less, man.
You should talk less negative.
I can't.
What do you mean can't? What does that mean you can't?
I find it empowering sometimes, you know, keeps me straight, man.
What?
Fuck
To be
everyone.
negative?
Fuck everyone. Fuck this. Fuck that. I got my task. I got my shit. I'm gonna just tick my boxes as long as I get to the end. As long as I get it all done.
How you gonna get to the end, man, if you're like, fuck everybody? How you gonna get to the end, dude? You're gonna need help.
Well, no, I don't know. It's the same way, you know. You're relying on something, like you're relying on the gyms to be open. You're relying on this and that, and then they close. What are you gonna do?
You get creative.
Right. Should have been creative from the start.
You get creative, but you weren't.
I wasn't.
Exactly. So now you need help.
I'm very late.
Now you need help.
Yeah, I do need help.
Good.
Yeah.
So you can't be like fuck everybody.
No, I can't.
Can't be like fuck everybody. It's not a good. It's not a good mindset to approach people, or even situations. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Especially if the person has not done anything wrong. Why are you gonna have no fuck that? I need to just keep moving.
Anything wrong? To me, maybe. People do wrong all the time.
But I'm saying if they've not done anything wrong to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
Eddie, what's your thoughts on this, man?
This has been a therapy session.
Hey?
To be fair, I've not met many people like Andy, so
What do you mean?
Yes. Like his opinion is different from others, isn't it?
Like, what kind of guy is Andy?
Strange guy, man.
Oh, we all know that, man. Everybody's strange in one way or another. You're a pretty strange motherfucker.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
But how is he? How is he strange?
Just the way he is. Just the way he is, like what he just said in test. I knew that before.
Okay.
I knew that before, so.
So you've heard this discussion? With
Yeah, I've had this discussion before, so. But just how it is, man. I don't even know how to explain.
What's like? What? How you or Andy? It's just how it is. I'm asking you a question, bro.
Ask it again, please.
Is that how it is?
How what is?
You are. Is that how it is?
Only for the meantime, I guess, innit? You never know.
Until what time? Until what? Because wherever you're talking about, when you get there, you're gonna have something else to be
until
annoyed
my
about.
experiences lead me somewhere else in it. Yeah, man. Nah, maybe I'm just annoyed in this environment. You know, like the environment of my work, the environment of maybe the people around. You know.
Okay.
I tried, man. I don't know, man. I tried. I don't know. It didn't work out, man.
So if you quit Tesco
I've quit before,
today,
man. I've quit twice.
I know. You told me.
And then they asked me to come back. Then I quit again, and they gave me some time off. You know.
But you still went back.
I made a decision to train for this other job that I'd like to get, and you know, till then, I'll collect.
What's his other job, man?
I've applied for the I've applied for the army, innit?
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Good. Congratulations.
Well, congratulate me when I get in.
I'm gonna congratulate you now, man.
Cheers, bro.
What kind of army are you talking about?
Just a parachute regiment.
Good. Demanding.
It looked hard. That's what I wanted. I looked at the other ones and they seemed easy.
So once you're in there, is that your thing, or do you think you're gonna quit?
Nah, I'm not gonna quit.
Yeah?
100%.
Seems like you quit everything else, dude.
So see, before you joined Tesco, how was your
Hey?
how was your mind?
Why this time? Why when you get to the parachute
That's my
regiment,
point, really.
that it's going to be any different?
It's gonna be different because I'm willing to do.
That's a good question.
I'm willing to do stuff. I'm willing to do what it takes, and I have the heart and I have the stomach to carry it out. And so far, I've been doing things for the wrong reasons, for the wrong people, and I reckon with the right motivation, with the right, I don't know, lessons and the correct skills, and have the government behind my back rather than looking over my shoulder for them. You know, I can maybe be the right person. Just it's still the same coin, just turn it around.
But you don't throw down, man. You don't throw down.
What do you mean I don't throw it down?
You don't show up. You don't want to show up to work. You don't want to show up to nothing. And like, come on, fuck.
Show up to work.
No, I'm
So
not
it's not
being.
about what
I'm
I
not
want.
mean. I'm not mean like physically. Like showing
Oh.
up is like, when I'm going into this work, I'm gonna be the best. Whatever it is, I'm gonna give the best customer service.
Well, you are where you want to be, and I will be in a couple of months
What?
where I want to be,
Where is that?
in the army.
In the army. And
Right, and I
what we're
will.
asking you is
Yeah.
that something else that you're going to quit?
Is that no? It isn't.
Why?
The reason that I am the way I am is because I'm somewhere where I don't want to be. But if I can change that, which I will, I am.
For you to not, for it to be any different,
Yeah.
you need to start showing up now. Like you need to start throwing down now. You need to start smashing it
I need to
every
start
day.
having the right
You can't just
attitude
start.
in the workplace.
Everybody, it reminds me, right, of people who start their own business. Oh, when I start my own business, I'm going to be working hard. I'm going to be doing this and then you ask that, and then with the work they're in right now, hired by some other guy, they don't want to work. They don't feel like it. They can't be asked. Like, dude, if you don't throw down all the time, how are you going to throw down when you're fucking
Okay.
by yourself?
All right. So where I work, I probably do the most work out of my colleagues.
Okay.
And I do more. I do back flips. I do front flips. I finish whatever I'm contracted to do, and then I'm asked to do other things as well. And this is the environment that I worked in. So I had my department that I worked. This would be at night. Then I'd be asked to do extra things and da.
Okay.
And the boss that I had, he'd come to my face and he'd stand in my face and he'd say, "This is my place, and you will do as I say." So this is the environment that I'm working in.
Okay.
Somebody that would square up to me and tell me what to do, and I'd deal with it. So obviously I stopped liking it.
Why do you keep going back?
I changed slightly. I started working in the daytime. Found that I'm no longer a people person. I'm still doing more than.
Why are you not a people person? That's another thing, man. Why do people say that? Everybody's in.
Because I like people, but I don't like socializing or like social events and stuff.
But meeting new people.
Or like dancing, stuff.
But I'm
like
not.
that.
No one's asking you to dance.
They are though.
Meeting new people.
Mm.
Right.
To what degree? Because you can meet somebody outside for a second.
But meeting new people, regardless of how you meet them, meeting new people.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because what right now you're talking about is everything that you're supposed to be doing at work. That's what you're getting paid for.
Right.
For what you're supposed to be doing.
I do it, and
for you to move away.
Yeah.
Or further.
Well,
you need to start doing stuff that you're not being paid for.
Yeah, I do though. I started this wrong. I do stuff I'm not paid for, and that's why I'm not happy. You know. So apart from, I told you all the things that I'm not happy with, are the things I'm not doing well. But there are elements where I'm carrying most of the people I'm working with. You know, not most, every fucking one. You know, I'd say 100%. There's the motto in Tesco, which is go the extra mile. I do that. You know, even when I don't want to, I definitely do that. But I don't want to be doing it for people I judge as not worthy of my energy. You know, so I'd like to remove myself from that environment, pretty much. But I don't go there and slack. I don't go there and skive, whatever the word is.
But you can't be asked helping a guy coming up and asking you to work a machine.
I can be.
You can't be asked.
I can be asked. I just don't. I don't want to help him if he doesn't want to help himself. God helps those who helps themselves.
So what does it matter? What does it matter, dude? You're getting paid.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't know, man. It just hurts me.
You better do it, and you better be happy to do it.
This is ironic, isn't it? But when I see an attitude that isn't right, this is the irony. It burns me.
Right.
To go along with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know what that person's gone through that day, or in their life, for them to be acting like that?
Probably a lot, yeah.
So why does it need to affect you then? Why are you letting it affect you and how you think?
It's hard not to.
How? How is it hard not to?
It's in my view.
In your view, because you can see them.
Right.
So what?
So if I was outside,
you're letting them.
If I was outside, I'd turn around.
No, you're letting them. You see this person, you're letting them dictate how you feel. Because they're ready to project whatever they have going on onto you.
Some deep shit. Yeah, I guess so. I didn't think about it until you said it like that.
It's the truth.
Yeah, it is.
Right? Somebody comes up to me and I'm crossing the street. Right? I cross the street, right? And some car comes driving by and they're like, what the fuck are you doing? And they're stopping. I'm like, I'm crossing the road. I'm not going to be like, no, fuck you. I'm not, nah. Nah. They're pissed off about some shit. It's got nothing to do with me. I'm just crossing the street, dude.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I mean?
I'll probably get sacked for this, but I'll tell you anyway. So, guy comes in, and he takes a basket down. He puts his basket on top. I try to help him, and he calls me an asshole. It burns me a little bit. So I stand there and I look at him like, "What did you say?" And he starts swearing at me again, still.
Why?
And then, well, maybe he's had a rough day. I don't know what he's been through, right?
Okay.
You said it. So, okay. and then he wants to make a complaint. He wants me to, but he's asking me to help him make the complaint about me, even though he's the one swearing at me and so forth. Tell me where your manager is. He's asking me to help him with trying to make this complaint and go forward with it.
What's his reason for swearing at you and making?
Well, I don't know what he's been through.
Out the blue.
Out the blue. Well, it's out the blue to me, right? But it shouldn't matter to me since I'm just, I'm still getting paid. I should just do my job.
But what's happening? What's the situation? What's the story here?
What's the story is...
Like, how did it start? Did you walk into work and the guy pointed at you and said, fuck you, you're an asshole? What's the... You should definitely not be affected by that because that's clear.
This would be like an hour into a job, innit? Yeah?
Okay.
And no, he didn't say you an asshole. Like he did something incorrectly, so I stepped in to help him, right? But he didn't see it as me helping. He saw it as something else. I don't know what he could have saw it as.
Boom! No, that is clear as daylight. His ego got hurt.
You trying to dominate me or something, innit?
Yeah, no, his ego got hurt because you're there telling him, listen, it's not how you do it. You do it like this.
Yeah, I didn't say anything. I fixed it, and I was trying to walk away in it, and then he called me an asshole.
That's his own things. That's his own. That's his own issue.
And he said a couple more words, and I leaned over. I said, "I'll be outside in 2 minutes. You want to wait for me?" And he walked away. Found the manager. Manager came to me and says, "Did you speak to a customer and tell him to meet you outside?"
Did you? What happened?
He shook his head. I said, "No." He says, okay, good. Well, the guy admitted to swearing at you, so I've just told him to leave. Cool. Well, this is very common. This is almost every day, That's why I don't like my job, pretty much, And the reason I hate it more...
But it's your job, dude.
the reason I hate it more is because I would have loved to go outside, you know. Yeah.
What is that gonna fucking do, fam?
Make me feel good.
How? Are you? No, be honest. Because I've been in fights.
Yeah.
Right? Outside.
I've been in fights.
But
mostly beaten up.
Even in the fight, I don't feel good about it. Even if, like, you fuck the guy's shit up.
Yeah.
You don't feel good about it, man. Like, why the fuck did I do that?
I've not been in situations like that, man. I remember when I was young in it, and there was this bully. He kept picking on me, kept calling me names, pushing me around. All his friends were around.
That's a bully.
Right. I stepped up. I tried to hit him. I missed. I slipped, and he boxed the shit out of me. Right. And I lost the feelings to my. Listen, I was 12, man. I lost the feelings of my legs in it, and I just fell on my knees.
Yeah.
I fell.
Good thing you got Eddie now.
That explains why he doesn't want to have any friends, right?
No, check this out. This is a good story, man. I fell on my knees. He says, yeah, you're a weak kid, man. He walked away. An hour later, I'm still walking around the same area. I'm not afraid of him. And his friends are there, and his friends come around. He's like, yo, well done, man. Respect you. You done well. You stood up for yourself. And then he came around, and he came up to me, and he shook my hand, and he hugged me. He's like, I'm sorry, man. And we've been friends right after that moment.
The dude who was bullying you?
Right.
Because you stood up to him?
Right. So, you know, even though I got my ass kicked, I was in a fight, and I felt good about that one. You know, it wasn't just that. I had family watching me. You know what I mean? Like, I had like a cousin in the distance just looking at me getting my ass kicked. But he was like 3 years younger than me. Was some 9-year-old gonna step in? This guy was 12, but this boy was 15. He was a lot older than me, man. You know,
you still stood up for yourself.
Well, that's the thing. But when I don't, it hurts.
But that's a bully, though.
Well,
100% you should stand up to
these
a
other
bully.
guys, they're verbal in it, and they think they know violence. They think they know what it's.
Who? These people calling you an asshole?
Oh, well, call me all sorts of stuff.
They're not bullies, dude.
What are they? They're trying to be
bullies,
in it. In their mind, they're trying to be. But they don't have the courage to bully. They have the courage to verbally abuse.
They're not bullies.
Yeah.
They just hurt. And you know what hurt people do?
Oh, they hurt people.
They hurt people, bro. Come on. Hurt people hurt people.
Yeah, man.
So why are you gonna let somebody have that much control on how you feel about yourself?
Sometimes, you know, you just want to whip someone, you know?
Why? Then what? Dude, you got a job, man. Be happy.
But you know that guy I told him I'll meet you outside? I saw him again afterwards, and this time I'm serving him in my till, and he's like, I remember you. And I says, oh, I hope you do, man. I hope you do. I remember you too. And then I thought about it, and I says, I'm sorry about asking you to meet me outside.
That is clearly a guy who was going through some shit.
And he didn't apologize back. He accepted my apology. He said, that's okay, don't worry about it. And I thought, fuck you, man. You should apologize too, you bitch. You should have got your ass kicked. Now I know, obviously in a fight, innit, I wouldn't throw a fucking jab cross. I'd just keep him in the chest, innit. That's what happens when you train with Eddie, you know. I guess. But one thing I do understand is I have the wrong attitude, and if I've dealt with you, I'm sorry.
You have a reactive attitude. You're too reactive.
Do you think this army thing is gonna help you? Some kind of way.
If only I can help me in this matter, and if I can try to help me, then maybe their help on top will help. You know, my help. You know.
But is it gonna help you?
That's up to me, innit? It's not really up to them.
No, it's. But the army, because you're going into a different environment, is that environment going to be beneficial to you?
Is it going to be beneficial to me?
Yeah. Do you think it's going to be beneficial? Because you're moving from one environment to another.
Yeah, well,
and this new environment that you're moving into, is it going to benefit you?
I hope.
You hope? Yes, no, maybe.
Well, to say yes would mean I know. To say no.
Do you know?
Do I know?
Do you know if it's going to benefit you or not?
I hope it will.
You should know. Something like that you should know.
Because, I don't know, some people will say, yeah, it will. That's the correct answer, is yeah, it will. But I don't want to give you an answer to something that I myself haven't experienced, you know.
But...
Or just YouTube videos.
But it's like anything else. Like reading, is it going to benefit you? 100%.
But the answer is yes, then, innit? Right? Yeah, it will benefit me.
Yeah, but why do you have
whether it benefits my attitude or something like that, you know?
Why do you have? What's with the doubt?
The doubt is what benefit me in what aspect, in it, you know? I don't know, man. I mean, I know it will benefit me in many things, isn't it? But
well, okay,
will it cover everything?
Give us examples of how it could benefit you.
Well, I'm afraid of heights.
Okay, so it'll get rid of that fear.
I picked the parachute regiment.
Okay.
So it'll benefit me there.
Okay.
You know, so there's probably other levels to this.
You'll make new friends also.
Right. I believe that.
It'll
benefit me there.
Deeper friendships.